In this video, we're going to talk about the top 7 ranking factors when it comes to local SEO for 2023. Let's get started right now. So during this video, I'm going to refer to this article by Darren Shaw, which is a compilation of all the data he collected through surveys to figure out what are the top ranking factors for 2023. Now, in this article, this is written for Google SEO agencies, okay? I wanna present this to you as a business owner. I wanna make sure it's in plain English, easy to understand. So as I refer to this, I will also decipher the language that he uses in order that the average person can understand this. So at my screen here, let's look at this little chart that Darren came up with. And this is the local pack finder. These are the rankings in the Google Maps, okay? And then this is the local organic ranking factors over here. Now, let's talk about what the difference between those are real quick. So if I'm at Google and I'm gonna search for a local business, let's say electrician in Seattle, Washington, just as an example. And what we're gonna see all the ads up here. So we're not talking about any of the ads. That's for a different video. We're talking about the local pack here. This is referred to as the local pack or the little map section. This is where you set up your Google business profile, formerly known as Google My Business. When you fill that out, that's how you get ranked up in this section right here. So we're gonna be talking about that. We're also gonna be talking about the organic section. This is like the normal search stuff that you will see when you do any kind of search. This is the organic section down here. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about maps and we're gonna be talking about organic. So when we go back to the little chart here, this is for the maps here, this little section, and this is for the organic. So for the maps, let's look at the top ranking factor. They're saying GBP signals. What is GBP? The Google Business Profile. So if your Google Business Profile or your Google My Business profile is filled out correctly and optimized correctly, then you're gonna have this 32% taken care of. All of you should have that taken care of. If you don't, I've got a cheat sheet here. I'm gonna show you to get this cheat sheet and go and do that on your own in detail. I go into detail with this cheat sheet. I'll show you how to get that in a moment. The next thing I wanna look at is on-page signals. Notice on-page signals over here and on-page signals over here at the very top of the organic section. What this is your website, okay? Your website can help you rank both in the maps and organically, okay? So there's so many different things you can do to the website. I'm gonna give you a few highlights here as we go along. But real quick, let's jump down to review signals. That should be pretty obvious. Getting Google reviews helps with rankings. Link signals. If you don't know what a backlink is, I'm gonna give you a quick explanation of that, give you a resource to a video so you can go deeper if you'd like to do that. Behavioral signals means how people act on your website. How long are they sitting on your website? How long are they sitting on your Google business profile to research reviews, watch videos, read pages, whatever it may be. So behavioral's down at 8%. Citation signals, that's stuff like your Facebook business page, your Yelp business page, the Better Business page that you have set up with them. All that stuff will be the citation signals. Notice that's not very important. You'll have a lot of people talk about citations as if it's the most important thing, and it used to be in the past, but no longer is. It's not that important hardly at all anymore. Still necessary, but not primary. Personalization has to do with where people are in the city when they search. So if they're close to your business when they're searching, that's gonna pull you up better as if they're on the other side of town searching. The personalization of the search also has to do with what is on their phone or their computer, like cookies. Like what do they normally search for? How is that impacting where you show up in the rankings as well? But like I said, what I really wanna focus on are the most important things. So we're gonna talk about your website, the things you can do to your website in order to rank the highest, both in organic and the maps. It affects both, okay? It's heavier in the organic section, but it does also affect the map pack as well. So let's jump into dedicated page for each service. I'm super excited that other people are starting to realize how important this is. So for example, I'm gonna pull up a website that we did for a client a while back. And if you click over here on services, you're gonna see a drop down. Look at all the different services this electrician has listed for all the different things he does, okay? Don't just make a list on the home page or make a different page that has all the services listed. Make a separate page for each and every one of these things that you want to rank for. These are things that people search for. They don't just type in electrician or electrical contractor. They're typing in lighting in this city. They're typing in outlets. They're typing in electrical panels. So if we click over to electrical panels, you'll see he has a whole page dedicated to nothing but electrical panels. This is going to help him rank when somebody searches for that exact term. Real quick, before we jump into the next section, if you like the content you see in this video so far, please click subscribe and like this video. This helps my channel a lot. And also, if you have any questions, if any weird stuff comes up, please put it in the comments below. I will answer those questions and get back to you. Now, back to the lesson. Okay, the next factor we want to look at is internal linking across entire website. Okay, so I want to pull up a different website here, and what you see here is, throughout the content, you'll see these little links here. As I highlight over, or as I roll my mouse over lighting installation, it turns into a link. I can click on that. You can also see where it shows ceiling fan installation services, electrical troubleshooting. Now, when I click on that, it takes me to a different section inside the website, internal to the website. That's why it's called internal linking. So you want to have different words throughout your content. Here's another one, electrical repair, that links to other pages on your website. That's called internal linking, okay? That can definitely help with local SEO, local marketing. And so let's look at the next one here. We're looking at quality authority inbound links to the domain, okay? What that is backlinks. So if you're not familiar with backlinks, it means you're gonna link from one website. So let's look at this one. Now, these links right here, if I click on these, they are not going to go to the same website. They're gonna take you to a completely different website to help educate the customer, okay? So that right there, that link clicking over to this square one, that's gonna give square one some ranking power, okay? And that's what they're talking about right here when they say quality authoritative inbound links to domain, okay? It's a link that comes from somewhere else to your website. All it needs to be is a word or a picture. Don't overcomplicate it, okay? And I have a whole video on exactly how you can go and get links from other websites, other people's websites to your website. Google absolutely loves it. It's something we do for all of our clients, but it's something you can do for yourself as well. Now, let's look at the next one. Number 4 here on the list is geographic keyword relevance of domain content. What does that mean? It just means as you're creating the content for your website that you're using the city name that you really want to rank in or that you're physically located in. So Langley, BC in this case. Let's see over here. For this one, we got Fort Mills, South Carolina. That's what it's talking about right here is the geographic keyword relevance. So you're putting the city name or the area, whatever it is, the place you're located in, the place that you're servicing, you want to make sure that is in the content, in the titles, in the words, in the text. Now, a lot of this stuff is related, so I'm not going to get into the details of this. I've got other videos that explain all this stuff, but what I really want to talk about is volume of quality content on service pages, volume of quality content on entire website. What are they talking about quality content? So let's go back to this website here. Now notice as I scroll down through the home page and every page on this website, he's got lots of words. And a lot of business owners will say, well, I don't want a lot of words on my website. I just want pictures. That's all people care about. And that may be true, but Google likes to see lots of words. Google likes to see that you are an authority in whatever service you're providing or whatever business you have. And the way you show authority is by having lots of content, quality content. Now, I want to give you a warning here. Now, with ChatGPT and other AI tools, it's really easy to come up with content. That doesn't necessarily mean it's quality. So if you're using an AI tool such as ChatGPT, which is fine to generate content, make sure that it is human edited. Make sure you or a professional writer or editor goes in there and make sure it has quality content and not just a bunch of nonsense, okay? Don't just put words on there, put words in there that are gonna help clients. What kind of words help clients? Questions and answers. If you're answering a lot of questions that the clients have in their mind while they're searching, that is considered quality content, okay? If you've got headlines that talk about the big stuff that clients want to know about, that is quality content. If you've got a video that gives an explanation of something that the client really wants to know about or the customer is inquiring about, that's quality content. So make sure you have quality content and you want to have a lot of words. Now you can say, well, Joe, how many words do I need per page? Okay, the way that we do it is we look at all the top 10 competitors and we see how many words they have on their pages, the things that we're trying to rank for, and then we try to go above the average of that. And we use this tool. You don't have to use this tool because this is paid. This is where we can take a keyword here and we can see all the top competitors, and it'll actually show us the word count on all the different competitor pages. Okay, so like if we're looking down here and we're seeing that this one has 465 words, this has 407, 366, 630, we're probably going to be doing, more and closer to the 1,000 or above range for this specific keyword for that client, because we want them to be able to rank above the competition. Okay, it's not just about word count, it's also about quality, but word count, meaning volume, like they say over here, volume of quality content, that's a big factor when it comes to ranking. Let's switch gears and go back over to the chart here, and I want to show you some of the ranking factors that do not have to do with the website itself. I want you to see how important the website is, but I also want you to know there's stuff off the website that you need to pay attention to as well. Other ranking factors that can affect your website from other parts of the internet. So when you're on the Google Business Profile, when you're making edits to that, you want to make sure you have the best Google category and subcategories. Okay, so I have a whole video on how to choose the correct category. I also have a list of every single category that Google lists. I have the link down there below. Just grab that for free and you'll be able to see which categories apply to your business, and you want to pick the very best one that is most profitable for you in the primary section. Okay, secondary categories are not going to rank as high or as easily, but that primary category is going to help you tremendously when it comes to ranking. A lot of you probably already have the correct category, but if you don't, go in there and check that out. Now, the next thing is having keywords in your GBP business title. This is your GBP business title, which should be your business name, okay? But if you are going to have things like Seattle in there as part of your business name, that can actually help your ranking if you're trying to rank in Seattle, Washington. But warning, please do not go in there and just make this change in Google without making it anywhere else. You should also make it first in the Secretary of State listing so that Google can look at that and verify that's at your actual business name. I would also change any kind of paperwork you have, any kind of legal paperwork you have to have that business name first. I would change it on your Facebook business page and your Yelp business page before you go and change it in Google. Change it on Google last, so if Google goes out there and looks to see if that business name appears other places on the internet, you'll be good to go. But I want to warn you that you could get your account suspended, and I have a whole video on how to get your account unsuspended, but I want to talk to you about this real quick because I know that most people are going to go in there, make this change, add a city into their business name, and they're going to get suspended and they're going to wonder why. It's because you haven't taken the necessary steps to prove to Google that that is your actual business name, not just a way to get rankings. But I highly recommend before you do anything, you go watch my video on how you can use your business name to rank on Google. Next thing, we're back at the chart here. Next thing I want to look at is the physical address in city of search. You're also going to see it talked about down here, proximity of address to centroid. What that means is your physical address. Even if you hide your address from the public, Google knows which address you have registered with the Google Business Profile, okay? When you put that address in there, you're going to get a postcard or you're going to do a video verification. I have a whole nother video on how to get your business verified, but if you're already verified and you're verified in a specific city, that's the city that Google is going to rank you in. So if you want to rank your business over here in Seattle, Washington, but your physical location you register with Google is in Redmond, Washington, then you're not going to rank in Seattle. You need to get a physical address in Seattle to rank. And of course, I also have another video specifically on using your address to rank. It's one of the most important factors, and also how close that is to the center. If we look back at the chart here, it's got this thing that says proximity of address to centroid. What that means is the closer you are to the center of Seattle, Washington, your physical address that you register with Google, hidden or visible, doesn't matter, Google's going to use that when they rank. It's not the only factor, but it is one of the most important factors. So I'm gonna leave you with that. That is a highlight in plain English of the top 7 ranking factors when it comes to local SEO, both the maps and the organics. But like I said, if you want to go deeper, I do have this free cheat sheet. You can click on the link in the description below, download this PDF immediately, and start getting access to all the stuff we do for our clients. If you click on these little red play buttons, it'll take you to a YouTube video that goes deep into each one of these items so that you can, if you want to, do this all on your own or fully understand what it takes to rank on Google My Business or the Google Business Profile in 2023. This is local SEO, guys, and I want you guys to be successful. Please subscribe to my channel if this is helpful, and if you have any questions, please ask them in the comments below. I will get back to you. Once again, my name is Joe Burnich with BigWestAcademy.com, and I will see you in the next video.